The next option available in the account section is the payment option. The payment option is used to give any kind of payment from the software, whether it's a supplier payments, a party payment, a customer payment. So any kind of payment, if we want to do from the software, we have to do this from this payment option in the under the account section. So this is our payment page. Now we have to select that particular supplier or customer from here. Let's say for example, if we want to make a supplier payment, so we will select supplier from here. After that we have to search the supplier name. The test supplier I have selected here. Now as when I select the supplier name here, so his ledger details, his account details will be open in this table like this, which is showing that how much the credit we have made. Because as we know that when we make any purchase entries, so it purchase entries from the supplier, so it is already saved and it is automatically saved in the credit mode. Because the payment is not cleared when we make the purchase entries, we have to make a separate entry for the payments, right? So we will see the credit amount here in the credit column. This is the total credit which we have made, and the second column is the debit column. The debit means that how much we have paid to this supplier. So the total is 5,200. This is the payment we have given to this supplier. So now the closing balance has become this much. This 1,09,900. This is the closing balance of this supplier. So this is the total outstanding of this particular supplier which we have to settle, right? So how can we make the entries for the payment? We have to scroll it up. Then we have this add payment option here, in which we have one row available. The first option in the row is the debit and credit option, from which we can select that if we are going to make a debit entry or a credit entry. The debit entry means that the amount will be deducted, it will be minus from our cash or from the bank account. Or if we select here C, so it means that the amount will be added in our bank account or in our cash, whatever the payment mode we select here. Okay, so right now we have to make a payment entry, so we have to select in this column as debit. Okay, after that we have the second option here of account, in which in this option we will find all the related options with the supplier, like the purchase debit note, purchase payment, or the purchase advance. So these are the options related to the supplier. If we select here customer, so the options in the account will be shown based on the customer, like the sale receipt, advance receipt. So the receiving option will be available here. Now we will again switch to the supplier. Okay, now we will select the account type as purchase payment. So we have to select here as purchase payment. After that we have the next option here is the type of reference. The type of reference, we have four options: on account, advance, against reference, and new reference. The on account means that as we can see the total closing balance, this is the closing balance out of which we have to make a lump sum payment, right? We don't want to make a bill wise payment, we have to make a lump sum payment, like together we have to clear the payment of 4 or 5 bills. So we can just select here on account, right? The next option here is the advance, in case if we want to give the advance payment to the supplier. So we have to select the type of reference as advance. Then we have to make the debit entry, we have to make the debit amount in the debit column. The third option here is the against reference. The against reference is used to make the payment for a particular bill. For example, if we select against reference here, so all the bills for which the payment has not been settled down will be shown like this. For example, when we select the against reference here, one invoice is reflecting here, right, which is showing the total balance of this much amount, which has to be settled down, which has to make the payment, right? So we can just select that particular bill, and automatically the amount will be filled up in the debit column to make a payment entry. Similarly, last option here is the new reference. The new reference option is used apart from these three options. For example, our work is not done in this from these three options, then we can use the new reference column. We will select the new reference here. Then we have to fill up the any narration here. This is a text box, and then we can make the fill up the amount in the debit column, and then we can make the entry accordingly. Okay, so right now we are going to make a against reference option here. Okay, we are going to make a payment with the against reference option. So when I select the against reference option, the amount is showing here, and this is the unsettled bill. I just select here, the amount is filled up here. Okay. Now, for example, at the time of payment, the supplier is giving me the discount. Okay. Right now the bill is of the payment is of 100,800, but the supplier is saying, okay, just pay, don't pay the 800 rupees, just take the 800 rupees discount. So I just have to click on this plus button here. The another row, the second row will be available here. In this second row, I have to select C, credit. Okay. Then again I have to select the account as payment discount. After that I have to select the type of reference as against reference. The same bill will be shown here. I have to select that particular bill. Then the total amount will be filled in the credit column. Okay, now I can change the amount from here in the credit column. Let's say if the supplier is giving me the 800 rupees discount during the payment, so I have to fill here 800. Then I just click there. So the total amount will be calculated. So the total amount will be calculated after the discount. Now I can select my payment mode here, from which payment mode I have to give the payment. Okay, then I have to click on the save button, so the payment will be made based on the against reference. Okay, so this is the case of the against reference. Now we will see how to make a payment with the account, on account. Okay, so I just refresh this page. Now I'm again selecting the same supplier. Okay, the total outstanding, the total closing balance is this. Now I have to make a lump sum payment of it. So I just select in the from this option debit or credit as debit. Now the account, in account option I will select purchase payment. The next option I have to select in type of reference is on account. Now I have to give the payment as on account. So I just select here on account. Okay. Now in the next option of narration, I can give fill up any narration here. Okay, any bill number, if you want to give any reference, so you can fill up in the narration column. Now in the debit column, I have to fill the amount manually here. Let's say the total amount outstanding is 100,900, but I want to give only 5,000 amount as a payment. So I can just fill up here 5,000. Okay, so this will be deducted from this closing balance. Okay. After that, I have to select the payment mode, from which payment mode I am giving the amount. I am giving the payment to the supplier. If I am giving through cash or through any bank or through the check, so I can select it from here. Okay. When I select the payment mode here, so the existing balance in that particular payment mode will be shown in this column. So if I select cash here, the closing balance of the cash is 1900, which are showing in this column. Okay, this much I have available in the cash payment mode. Okay. Similarly, if I select bank here, so the bank amount will be shown in this column. As you can see that I have a new bank created, in which 10,000 was the opening balance when we created the bank. The 10,000 balance we have added in the as the opening balance. So when I select the bank in the payment mode here, so the 10,000 balance is showing here. So now I can give the payments. Okay. So there's a save button here to make the payments. In case if you want to upload any document here, or if you are paying through the check, so you can enter the check number, you can enter the check date, and you can attach the check copy also. Okay, now I'm just not entering any other details. I'm just directly click on the save button. It is asking me to confirm. I just pressed OK, and now my payment voucher has been made of 5,000, which I can print from here. Right now I'm cancelling it, I'm not printing. So as I can see, the new payment of 5,000 has been made to this supplier, and I can check the closing balance also. It is reducing with 5,000, right? So this is how I can use this payment option to give the payment to the supplier. Now if we talk about the party payment, right? If we want to give payment to our party, right? So we have similarly we have to select the party option here, and we have to search the party name from here. Let's say the grocery payment, if we want to give payment to for any expenses, we can search the party from here and the party name from here. When we click on it, similarly the party entries will be shown here. The ledger entries will be open like this. And the closing balance, we will see that this closing balance 100 rupees is showing in the debit column. This much we have to pay, that is why it is showing under debit column 100 rupees, right? So, all the entries is similar, which we have done in the supplier part. Similarly, we have to go to this add payment option here. We have to select here debit, we have to select the account as bill entry payment. Now we have to select the type of reference as we are going to give the payment on account or against reference, or if we are going to give the payment in advance, so we have to select as a advance, right? So it depends at what kind of entry you are going to make. Okay, let's say for example, if you select against reference here, so the unsettled bill will be shown here. Then we can select the particular bill from here. Automatically the amount will be fill up here. So similarly you can make the party payment from this payment option, right? Now there is one scenario here. In some cases we have to give the payment to the customers, right? Like for example, if we have issued a credit note to a customer, right? And the customer is going to adjust that credit note. Let's say if 100 rupees credit note we have given to a customer, and now the customer want to adjust this credit note for only 80 rupees. Now the remaining 20 rupees he wants back, right? He wants as cash refund. Okay, so how can we give the payment? We have to select the particular customer in the payment option, right? So when we select the customer option here, so the account option will be changed, right? So the sale cash voucher, sale credit note, so these options will be based on the customer, right? So right now as we can see, there is no payment option available here, right? So we have to add a new ledger here which will show the payment for the customer. Okay, so for that purpose we have to go to this master option again, and we have to open the sub ledger option. We will open it in a new tab. Now we have to create a sub ledger, right? So first we have to select the ledger. Let's say it's sale. Now we will give the sub ledger here because the sale is related to the customer. That's why we have to select the sub ledger here as sale, and we have to give the name of sub ledger as payment. Okay, now I have set the status as active. Then I will click on the save button. Now a new sub ledger is created here, right? We will check it. Now we can see that sale, this is our group and ledger, and the payment is our sub ledger which is created here. Now we will go back to the payment option and we will refresh the page. Now we are selecting customer here, and now we will check the account option here, and we will find the payment option is available here now. So this is how we can add any sub ledger under for a particular customer or for a particular supplier or for a particular party. Okay, so now if I want to give a payment to a customer, now I can select the account as payment, sale payment. Okay, so these are the scenarios come into this account which we can easily settle. Similarly, we have the next option here is the receipt option.